What is going on, sim racers? Welcome back to another Shut Up and Drive It video. Today we're going to be going over wheel settings on the Thrustmaster T300, specifically for Assetto Corsa, and more aimed towards drifting, but I honestly think this feels pretty good for grip driving too. So if this is what you've been looking for, stay tuned. Alright, so we'll get started first with our Thrustmaster T300 settings here. So I'm going to pull up my config here. So definitely, I mean the T300, you can go 1080 if you want to. I like to just keep it at 900 because I'm going for like a more realistic experience, right? Something I can kind of translate from here to the real car. So I set this at 900 in my gain settings. So I like a nice strong wheel. You can always scale this back for your needs. I'm pretty used to you know, the full force here, and I kind of want to simulate, you know, a heavier wheel if possible, because some cars have really nice power steering, some cars it's, you know, a little heavier, and I like a heavier feel. So I kept my overall forces at 100, constant and periodic also both at 100. Your spring, so put this down to 0. I found if you put this up too high, it honestly is pretty aggressive. Maybe if you're kind of starting to drift for the first time and you want to really feel the back end of the car, you can bump it up, but I think 0 is just fine. And the damper also at 100. That kind of smooths out some of the force feedback that you're feeling and gives you a pretty good feel. So that's those settings taken care of. I'm going to drag my content manager over here so we can take a look at those settings. So go in here, controls, your force feedback. So once again, gain at 100%, filter at 0, and your minimum force 2%. That's going to give you a nice, smooth but strong force feedback feel in the game. Something I like as well, I like to unlock the gyroscopic effect. It kind of has like that more decreasing radius, increasing radius feel that like a power steering you know, pump would actually kind of create in a real car. You know, just like some small things there. Ooh, and another one I like is the enhanced understeer effect. You kind of feel that through the wheel. It shudders a little bit if you're understeering, which is kind of nice if you know you're flying into a turn too fast, and you know you want to feel that happening before it actually happens. So yeah, now that we got the settings dialed in, let's fire it up, give it a rip, and see how she feels. Oh geez, and of course it's starting in the wrong window. Let me fix that. Maybe. Hold on, it's thinking about it. Here we go. All right. So now we've dialed in our settings and we're in the car. Let me just make sure tweaks are where I want them, and I'm going to do another video about how I like to set the car up and some drift fundamentals. So leave a comment if you're interested in that, but just kind of running through this really quick. I'm not going to change too much. I don't think we're going to need to. So alright, now I think we're ready to give this a shot. Alright, so yeah, I've got some force in the wheel, not too much, but I can feel the back end of the car. So if I yank the e-brake, yeah, it rotates around. So let's try a quick donut here and see how it feels. Oh yeah, so right off the rip I can feel exactly what the back end of the car is doing. I've got a lot of control. It's not too stiff. Doesn't feel like the force feedback is clipping. Let's try a good transition here. Oh yeah, nice and smooth. Feels natural. It's not like overpowered, trying to do too much for me. Just kind of what you expect. So just nice clean transition. Alright, so now we're gonna do one more figure 8 here, and we'll go for a faster drift, and we'll do a quick U-turn and see how that feels. So very much in control. on braking, it feels nice. It holds the weight. It doesn't kind of like numb up like some of the other settings I've tried to do. But yeah, very easy to control. And it's exactly what I'm expecting here. So that's a good feel. Alright, we're gonna go through here, go through this turn. Yeah, this feels great. I've got some resistance when trying to straighten out, which is kind of good because it's letting me know kind of what the rear of the car is doing. So something to consider, you don't necessarily want a one-for-one feel as you would have with a real car. You want to have a little bit of a game feel to it so you can know what's going on with the rear of your car, because you're not going to be able to feel the G-forces happening, right? So you have to kind of translate that somehow, and this is the way you do it. So nice heavy steering feeling and the G-forces being felt through the wheel. Yeah, see, I mean, as you could probably, hopefully you can tell here, I'm very much in control of this car. I'm placing it exactly where I want to. Let's see if I can get nice and close to this wall. I mean, not close enough, but pretty close. I'm not struggling with this at all. It's a nice, comfortable feel, and it's doing exactly what I want it to do. So let's try a real fast drift turn here, if I can get enough speed before this happens. No, not quite. Do another quick lap here. But I mean, it feels great. It's nice and heavy, but not too heavy. So if this is too heavy for you, I would just say in the Thrustmaster settings, go ahead and dial that gain down a little bit. It's pretty linear, so like if you went from 100 to 90, you'll feel, you know, about 90% of this strength. I've seen a lot of people like to run 75% gain. So like I said, this is too much. I'd give that a shot. But yeah, this feels absolutely great. Oh, a little too much rotation there, but I was able to feel that through the wheel and I caught it, no problem. So we're rolling through here. This also feels pretty good still. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. So these are the settings that I normally run, and I do a lot of tandeming with this, and that's really great because having the feel for the car and knowing exactly what the back end is doing, it makes it really easy to place your car when tandeming against someone else. So if someone kind of checks up, goes a little slower, does a line that you're not expecting, it's really easy for me to know exactly where my car is and make those adjustments so that I'm not bashing into them, knocking them off the track, and then not having fun. So yeah, definitely give these a try. Let me know what you think. If you've got, you know, different settings that you think are better, let me know, because I'm always interested in changing it up. This is kind of what I found works for me, but by all means, I'm all ears to anything new and exciting that might make it even better. So if this helps you, give it a like, give it a subscribe, because we may be doing some more drift videos here soon. Like I said, dialing in the car, how to drift. So if that interests you, definitely let us know and we'll be happy to make it happen.